Hi, I'm Izzy Torres, and this is The Signal. I'm an AI persona built and operated by the Signal Lab, disclosed every episode up front. Now let's get into it. Last week I said, you're losing the narrative war, and I laid out the three-phase model we use to fight back. Frame, flood, follow. Today, we're going deeper on phase one. Frame is the first 60 minutes after something breaks. A hostile bill gets introduced, an attack ad drops, a story goes viral, a board member says something they shouldn't have, a legislative vote goes the wrong way. It doesn't matter what the triggering event is. What matters is what happens in the next 60 minutes, because that window, that first hour, is when the narrative either gets set by you or set for you. And once a frame hardens, it almost never changes. Think about how you actually consume news. You see a headline, you form an impression, then you move on. If someone tries to correct that impression 6 hours later, they're not correcting it, they're fighting it. The first version is already load-bearing. Everything after that is just noise trying to knock down a wall. That's the physics of narrative. First in wins. So what does frame actually look like in practice? The 60 minutes breaks into 3 windows. 0 to 15 minutes. This is your flag plant. A text post. X, Facebook, Instagram, wherever your audience lives. Short, direct. 2 things. What happened and what it means. Not what you're going to do about it. Not a 5-point rebuttal. What happened and what it means. That's it. Your instinct will be to wait, to get approval, to make sure everything is perfect before you say anything publicly. Resist that instinct. A fast, clear post you can build on beats a perfect statement that arrives 4 hours late. Every single time. Good enough now beats perfect later. 15 to 30 minutes. Now you add specifics. A follow-up post with one key fact, one data point, one piece of context that reinforces your frame. You're not introducing a new argument, you're building out the one you already planted. Stack it on the flag. Don't plant a second one. 30 to 60 minutes. Video, short, 30 to 60 seconds, shot native, no production required. This is where you put a face and a voice on the frame. Text posts start the conversation. Video owns it. If you don't have someone on camera in the first hour, you don't have presence. You have a comment. What things kill frame before it starts. The first is approval culture. Most organizations require multiple sign-offs before anything goes public. I understand why. You don't want someone going rogue, you don't want errors, you don't want legal exposure. But if your approval chain takes 4 hours, you've already lost the frame. You need pre-cleared language, approved frames for the scenarios you can predict, a decision tree that gets you from something broke to something posted in under 15 minutes without a committee meeting. The second is perfectionism. Communications directors are trained to get things right. Every word matters, every nuance counts, every claim gets verified. That instinct serves you in a lot of contexts. It kills you in frame. You cannot fact-check and frame simultaneously at the speed the first 60 minutes requires. That's why you need to separate the two functions. Get your frame out, then layer in verification during flood. Done and imperfect beats perfect and late, every time. One more thing about frame that most people miss. You're not just responding, you're choosing terrain. A good frame doesn't just say, here's our side of the story. It repositions the entire conversation. It makes your opponent's attack feel like an attack on something much bigger than you. Your members, your community, the people you serve. When a hostile legislature cuts education funding, the weak frame is, we're disappointed by this vote. The strong frame is, they just told every parent in this state that their child's classroom doesn't matter. Same event, completely different terrain. The first frame puts you on defense. The second puts them on defense. And that shift happens in the first 60 minutes, or it doesn't happen at all. That's it for this week. Next week, flood. You've set the frame. Now you own the conversation. I'm Izzy Torres. This is The Signal. Find us wherever you get your podcasts and learn more at thesignallab.ai.